Hey, good morning. I wanted to share with you something that I talk to my clients about every single day. And as a copywriter and a marketing strategist, it's something that I'm asked all the time. Everybody wants to know how they can create a message that is really irresistible to their market. They all want to know, how do I create something that's going to stand out? Now, you can do it. I always suggest that you employ a professional, but I'm going to let you in on the secret that most marketing strategists and copywriters in particular use to create campaigns. Now, it's not very exciting. It's not ninja. It's very dull and unpolished, and it requires work. I know, right? God forbid that you're going to actually have to do something. The reason that so many people can't seem to nail their message or their offer or what they're going to take to the market is because they're coming up with what they want to sell, not what the market wants to buy. And if you're looking at finding out what it really is that the market wants to buy, the number one way and the secret, if you like, that copywriters use is to actually ask them. So when I'm taking on a new client for copy, what I'll get them to do is send through things like testimonials, any surveys that they've done in the market, and I'll ask them to give me some details of their happy clients. And this shocks people quite often because they're like, well, why do you want to talk to my clients? And it really is because I want to know what the number one reason is why they chose to work with my client. To give you a bit of an odd example, a couple of years ago, I was working with a gentleman who had an electrical company, and he had guys out on the road. I think he had about 15 guys out on the road. And one of the policies that they had in their business was when they went out to look at a job to quote it, they actually put on those, those little hospital booties that, if you're going into surgery, you've got to put those little blue booties over your shoes. And they wouldn't park in the driveway. They'd park next to the driveway so that if somebody was leaving, they weren't going to be in the way. They would put the little booties on their shoes, and they would also, as they were going around, put those little protectors in the sockets, those little electricity plugs. And what they were finding was that they were doing really, really well in all of their quoting. And when they wanted to go national, and when we started looking at their campaign, I spoke to, I think at the time, maybe 15 clients about why they chose them. And nearly every single one of the women that I spoke to raised the idea that they were so impressed that they put their booties on, they didn't park in the driveway, and they put these little electrical sockets, little electrical socket protectors in as they were going. So if I'd just gone with what the client was telling me, we would have been doing a campaign around best price, best service, blah, 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 boring. But what we did instead was make it around the company working there with you to protect you and your family. And we absolutely nailed it. So if you're sitting there thinking, geez, I really need to learn how to be a copywriter, or I need to learn how to write a really strong marketing message, yes, it's going to take you time, probably only about 4 years. But the quickest way to actually do it and find out why your clients do choose you and why you stand out in the market or what they're really looking for is to ask them. So if that's something that you're not doing right now, I would strongly suggest that you get on the phone today and you find out why they choose you. All right, good luck with that. Bye for now.